Here in Black Ops 7 Zombies, we have a bunch of new futuristic equipment and overpowered augments to experiment with that are way better than you might first expect. In this Zombies build video, I have a setup that can clear out entire hordes of enemies and even elites without you having to mag dump your weak little gun for minutes at a time. From autonomous turrets and sentries to flying drones that can two-shot a Zersa bear, and even a deadwire setup that will turn your basic weapon into a mini Wunderwaffe with high damage chain lightning that can clear an entire horde with one bullet. This build is a ton of fun and actually ended up being way better than I first expected, so make sure you stick around to see how you can recreate it in your game. If you like these build videos and you want to see more, a quick like, comment, or sub goes a long way for a small channel like me, and it's all greatly appreciated. Regardless though, that's more than enough yapping for me. Let's just jump straight into our loadout so we can see exactly what we'll need to get started with this setup. Alright, and here we are in the Zombies loadout screen. This right here is what you're going to want to bring into the game with you to get this electric engineer build up and running. The weapon you use doesn't matter at all. You can bring whatever you want. The only reason I'm using the M15 here is because it's level 1 and I need to level it back up. But something that is important though is your field upgrade, and for that we are going to use Energy Mine with a very specific set of augments. The major augment you're going to want to run on Energy Mine is Turret. This one right here will transform it from an explosive device into a automatic turret that will target nearby enemies. For your minor augment, you're going to want to use Frequency Boost, as this one right here will increase its duration and let it survive and shoot for longer. Now, I don't have access to a secondary miner slot, but if you have your Energy Mine research tree fully upgraded, you do. So what you can use for your secondary miner slot is Siren. This one right here will distract nearby enemies. That way you can use it to save your life and add some extra utility to the Energy Mine itself. For our tactical, we're going to be using the Hunter Bot. This little thing right here is basically a little drone that will fly up into the air and hover around and wait for a target. Now these targets are special or elite enemies, and then as soon as it detects one, it will swoop down and basically kill it in one shot. This thing does an insane amount of damage to those higher health targets, as its damage actually scales infinitely with the round, so it's reliable on any round. For our lethal, we are going to be using the Point Turret. This thing right here is basically a little turret that you can just drop on the ground and it will kill enemies for you. It may seem weak at first, but this thing, again, since it is equipment, has infinitely scaling damage, which means no matter what round it's on, it will be able to kill enemies. Unfortunately, when Black Ops 7 released, they changed the way that field upgrade charges work, as they now have exponentially increasing charge timers. Now, what does this mean? Well, basically, when you use your field upgrade, the next one will take just a little bit longer to charge. Early game, this isn't really noticeable at all and isn't a big deal, but as you progress in your game for longer and longer and use more and more field upgrades, you'll start to notice that it takes quite a while to charge one. That's why here in my Gobblegum pack, I decided to equip Arsenal Accelerators and Power Kegs. These two right here will help me recharge my field upgrade, and if you played Black Ops 6 Zombies, which if you're a fan of the channel, I'm sure you have, you probably have hundreds of these Gobblegums just laying around, as they're super common. So just equip them and use a couple to speed up that Energy Mine recharge rate. That about does it for our loadout section. Now we're going to jump into the game on Van Dorn Survival and start working on getting our perks, so I can explain to you what these perks do and what the augments do. Alright, here we are on Van Dorn Farm Survival. I decided to play the survival map this time rather than the full Ashes of the Damned map, just because I think this build works best when all the enemies are corralled into a open location, kind of like Van Dorn Farm is, and also because there is a Wonder Fizz machine up there in the house, so I can buy all my perks in the correct order and explain them all to you in a very efficient manner. Now, one thing I like to do when I play Farm Survival, and you all probably already know about it because it's such an overpowered tip, but we're going to switch off of Energy Mine for a second and put on Toxic Growth. That way we can go ahead and use it to grow these mushrooms and get some free shit. There it is. Let's grab this. I'm going to use this Power Keg Gobblegum so that I can just start growing this thing immediately, and pray to God that I get a Pack Crystal, because I don't want to waste money on Pack-a-Punch. I want a crystal. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god, refined Aetherium crystal? Okay. Yeah, that's way overpowered for round 3. Yo, like I said, that shit is overpowered, bro. Pack 2 gun on round 3. Anyways, that has nothing to do with this build specifically, but I thought I'd just drop this tip because, as you can see, it clearly makes your games a lot easier. Anyways, that's great because I can go over the first perk that you're going to want for this build now here on round 5. and it's the most important perk. This one is very integral to how this build functions, and it is Vulture Aid, this perk right here, classic Vulture Aid. For the major augment on Vulture Aid, you're going to want this one right here, Fetid Upgrade, as this will further increase our field upgrade recharge rate with those piss clouds that the zombies sometimes drop, which is very helpful to get our energy mine turret back quicker. But that's not why Vulture Aid is so important. It's actually important because of its minor augment. This one right here, called Picky Eater, will ensure that enemies have a very high chance of dropping equipment that we're already using. So the Hunter Bot and the turret right here. Now, I don't have my Vulture Aid research tree fully upgraded yet, but if you do, you have access to a secondary miner slot, in which case I highly recommend carry-on luggage. This one right here basically just makes it so that critical kills have a very high chance of dropping extra salvage, which means you'll have a lot of extra bonus salvage that you wouldn't have without it. And salvage is a very important resource for this electric engineer build, because that means you can go to the crafting table and spend it on turrets and hunter bots and even score streak sentry turrets, which are very powerful. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back over to my energy mine now. We almost have the basics of this build set up, but we do need to put a specific ammo mod on our gun. So let me get some extra salvage here. There we go. And for this electric engineer build, it's not much of a shocker, but I decided to go with dead wire. That was a lot of puns there that I just made on accident. Now, dead wire back in Black Ops 6 wasn't exactly the greatest ammo mod, but here in Black Ops 7, it's got a couple new augments. And with the new secondary miner augment system, it's actually a lot better than it was. For our major augment on Deadwire, we are going to be using Chain Lightning. This one right here will spread that stun effect to other nearby enemies, adding some more AoE damage to it. And then for the first miner augment, we're going to use Aftershock. It's new to Black Ops 7 zombies, and it will allow us to spread that electric field damage across an entire horde of enemies. Like, all these guys would get shocked in one hit. And I'll show you in 1 second how it works. But first, I want to go over the secondary miner augment. Once you have Deadwire maxed out in terms of augment research, you can use this one right here called High Voltage, and this one simply just gives it more damage. But if that more damage isn't enough damage for you, there is another secret way to get some extra damage, and that's by using the double standard augment on your double tap perk. This one right here actually applies that double damage to the Deadwire damage. So that way we're getting double damage with High Voltage and also double damage with double standard. There we go. And as you can see, it spreads throughout the entire horde of enemies and just electrifies all of them. And they all get killed. Just like that. Only 2 stragglers survived. Oh, just kidding. No, they did die. Because I walked them back over the electric field. So as long as you keep them on top of these little blue shocks, it'll just continue to deal damage over time. But we can actually further improve our Deadwire by buying the perk Elemental Pop. As y'all know, this will allow us to activate Deadwire a lot more often. Let me go ahead and buy Elemental Pop. There we go. For the first major augment on Elemental Pop, you're going to want to use Citrus Focus. This one right here will basically make it so that it only activates our Deadwire just like that. And we can get double activations on it, both off our ammo mod and off the perk itself. And then for the minor augment on Elemental Pop, I'm simply using Chillberry, which will again reduce the cooldown of Deadwire so we can get it to activate even more often. So it will be activating a lot now. And that right there with those 2 perks and what we have equipped is the basics of this loadout. I mean, it's basically up and running. It's functional, but there are plenty of ways to further increase its lethality and its practicality. But as you can see, the basic combat loop is basically just dropping turrets left and right like this, point turret, and it will shoot the zombies for you. We can use our Deadwire to electrify the entire horde and stun them to allow the turrets to actually hit their targets a little better. And there we go. As you can see, just from that one round 9, I already have another point turret. There's a hunter bot laying on the ground, so I guess I'll just send one up there and have it hover around just in case anything spawns in. Now that I have some extra money, the next perk you're probably going to want to go ahead and grab is Speed Cola, this one right here. Now, obviously, Speed Cola will let you reload your weapons faster, but with this major augment right here, Supercharged, it will also recharge your field upgrade faster. And again, that's very important since they changed the recharge rates, and it now takes a lot longer to get your field upgrades later in the game. And then for the minor augment on Speed Cola, you want this one right here, Fast Pitcher. That will allow you to deploy your equipment a lot faster, so that way you're not bogged down by holding out hunter bots and turrets in your hand and, you know, getting caught with your pants down like that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and buy Double Tap, actually, not just for the fire rate and damage, but also because of that little tip I mentioned earlier with it helping Deadwire deal extra damage. There's another hunter bot already on the ground. I guess I'll send 2 up there. So I have 2 hunter bots just waiting in the air for something to spawn in and attack. Wait, okay, there's another hunter bot. Can you have 3 hunter bots? No, okay, so you can only have 2 hunter bots in the air at once. And I can basically just stand here and let them kill everything. So since we're doing pretty good, we're pretty set up here thanks to that Pack 2 crystal I got earlier. I'm going to go ahead and turn the Rampage Inducer on just so we can get a move on with this setup because it is a lot more effective later in the game, believe it or not. Oh my god, the turrets are like clearing this whole round for me. Also, I have 50,000 fucking points. What am I doing? I need to like buy stuff. I got distracted. Let me go ahead and buy armor. Wisp Tea is a new perk in Black Ops 7 Zombies. This one right here is also another one that you can use to have something just kind of fight automatically for you. As you can see, he's just killing zombies for free. If you want him to do the maximum amount of damage, you just put on this augment right here. This gives it more damage. And then this one right here will have it cool down. Oh. Okay, again, the hunter bots just went to work and nearly one-shotted that bear. Oh my god, look, they do more damage than my gun does. It actually takes a long time to kill him with my gun. So let me go ahead and throw that in the air, and goodbye, bear. It's very satisfying as well to watch that happen. There's another hunter bot, and it's insta-kill. Oh my god, it nearly one-shotted him that time because of insta-kill. Holy shit. And now we just run around and let the turrets do most of the killing for us. It's hard to really tell how much damage they're doing. The best way to see it is basically just look at that kill feed. I mean, look at the kill feed. I'm not shooting anything, and there's just score popping up. As you can see, Deadwire is doing over 1,000 damage per tick now, thanks to double tap and the augment that I'm using. Again, Deadwire also has infinitely scaling damage, so it will just do more damage the farther you play into the game. Go ahead and drop a couple more point turrets over here. Actually, there's a hunter bot on the ground right there. Go ahead and use that. There we go. That got him down to half health. Oh shit! Don't get trapped in there. Oh shit! Yo, that actually like jump scared me. Did you see how fast he was running? Go ahead and drop a turret. I'll throw another hunter bot. That'll bring the bear down to like 1 health. And I can just clean him up with the gun now. There's too many zombies. Never mind. I forgot the Rampage Inducer's on. I can't just stop and shoot like that. Put another turret down too. Oh my god, look at all those damage numbers. And we got some extra turrets. Oh, okay. The hunter bots are hitting the bear. Let me use a couple more of those. And the bear's dead just like that. Oh shit, I'm dead. If I don't lock in. Oh my god, yo, okay, the bear on round 38, are you fucking, did you see how much damage he just did in 1 shot? Oh my god, there's doppelgas, what the fuck? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot those guys spawn in on these rounds. There we go, that's the Deadwire activations I like to see. You kind of have to run the zombies back over these shocks to get it to work again. And thankfully, since it counts as weapon damage, they do drop loot, so it's a good way to get your turrets back and your hunter bots and all that. Look at that. Holy shit, yo. Okay, Deadwire is insane, bro. It's doing 5,000 damage per tick to every single one of these zombies. And it's just activating over and over. Okay, bro. Yeah, no, this is a lot like the Cold War Deadwire. Again, if you guys remember that, if you played Cold War, it looked a lot like that. Yeah, Deadwire alone is actually enough to kill hordes of zombies on round 40. Oh, the fuck was that? It kind of scares me when those things activate. Also, it just one-shotted. That was a doppelgast. Yeah, okay. That was a doppelgast it just activated on and one-tapped him like that. That's funny. There we go. Get a nice little Deadwire activation here. Run him back over the shock field just like that. Get a bunch more damage in. Oh my god, that's so nice. Look at that. Just run him in a circle. Holy shit, dude. Deadwire is so good. See, it's like, again, like I said, with this electric engineer build, you don't really see how good it is until you get to those end game rounds. You know what I mean? It's almost like turning your weapon into a wonder weapon. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I have a mini Wunderwaffe in my hands. Even though this gun does 0 actual bullet damage, it's kind of like having a little Wunderwaffe that just activates every now and then. We go ahead and put a couple point turrets down so we're prepared for this next round. I'm also going to put another hunter bot in the air. Hopefully it doesn't like run into a telephone pole or some shit. Again, I haven't been using my gobblegums at all. That's completely on me. That's just me being dumb. If you were playing this, you should probably use them. Oh, that doppelgas just got shit on. Okay, that was good. That was good. Oh, there is a bear over there, by the way. I think that hunter bot hit him. Oh, yeah, I totally hit him. Look, he's already one-shot almost. Oh, shit. Yo, that hay bale almost got me fucking killed, bro. What the hell? Also, wait a minute. Whoa, I just noticed I haven't had quick revive in like 20 rounds. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. There we go. Now we're getting a bunch of Deadwire activations. We got the energy mine helping me out. There we go. 30,000 damage, by the way, that energy mine just did in one shot. 30,000 damage. Oh, where's he going? You just hit the bear. Oh, no, that's not. You know, it's so funny because, like, the doppelgas spawn in, like, almost every round after round 40, and I haven't fought one yet because the hunter bots just completely demolish them before they even get a chance to spawn in. I almost want to go and turn the rampage inducer off real quick, not because I'm, like, struggling to survive, but I want to see, it's a little harder to corral the zombies where I want them to be because of how fast they are, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Deadwire would actually be more effective if I turned off the rampage inducer, because Deadwire's effectiveness heavily relies on where exactly the zombies are corralled up and hoarded up, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll turn it back on in a minute, but I do want to turn it off for now. See, now the zombies are so much slower. Oh my god. Makes the game look like it's in slow motion now after playing with it on for so long. But yeah, see, look at those blue shocks, dealing 6,000 damage per tick. It does an occasional 9,000 too, I've noticed, when they're stunned. Oh yeah, get it to activate there. Oh my god, look at that. All of those zombies just got cooked like that. Holy shit. There we go, stun them a little bit. Let them get cooked by the Deadwire. And he almost got one-shotted by Deadwire, actually. Holy shit. Oh wow, the point turret killed the bear for me. Holy shit. You see Deadwire just racking up damage and enemy kills all the way across the map, not even over there. I guess I'll go to round 50, 51. We'll do a 51 exfil. 11,000 damage the turret's doing now, so it literally 3-taps the zombies, it looks like. Yeah, it's a 3-shot. Meanwhile, my gun takes 30 rounds to kill a single zombie. I need his gun. Can I just fucking take his gun? Clearly his is better than mine. Oh, wait, gobblers. Gobbler gums. Yes, arsenal accelerator. Thank god, I finally got one I actually wanted. Also, I hear bear somewhere. Go ahead and throw a couple of these at him. Oh, a quick little 2-shot on the bear with the damn... Okay. Okay. I see you, Hunterbot. 2-shot in around 46 bear like it's fucking nothing. Just run the zombies back through it just like that. It even killed the doppelgas for me. Look at it. Look at it killing the doppelgas. Can't even move. And he's dead. Just like that. And it's still going. It's still killing zombies. That was one activation. Just gotta keep running in a circle. Yeah, see, it's much easier to keep it going when you don't have the rampage inducer on. And I already have a new one ready to go by the time the first one ends. There's a point turret. Go ahead and use that. I also got a fuel upgrade. Go ahead and drop that over there. I've also been forgetting to buy sentry turrets. I stopped doing that a while ago. There's so many, like, different systems to manage within this setup that I just be forgetting half of them, to be completely honest. I might be too stupid to be an engineer. I mean, I'm sure you guys, you know, would be able to handle it, but maybe I'm just too dumb to be an electric engineer. Okay, I just got deleted. There's another turret too. There we go. I got plenty of the turrets that time. Although I'm still missing some hunter bots. I do have one, but I'd like to have more than that in case another bear spawns in. I just heard a bear spawn in. Let me see if we can 2-shot him again. Let me get him out in the open. Oh yeah, I hit him in the head that time, yeah. But I'm definitely gonna need all the hunter bots I can get for the exfil, because that will spawn in an HVT bear, which is basically just a bear with more health. So I do want to use the hunter bots to just delete him from existence and exfil as soon as possible. It's a good test of how much damage they really do too, since it is basically just a bear with more health. I don't know, actually I don't even think the round is close to ending yet, right? Are they still spawning in? Oh no, that is the end of the round. Holy shit, that was the fastest round 50 I've ever played in my life. Not even ready. Wait, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start the exfil. I have 2 hunter bots in my inventory. I'm gonna drop them now in the air. Let me run over here, grab this one on the ground, and wait, it killed him in 2 shots. Look at, I didn't even need the 3rd hunter bot. It killed him in 2 hits. 2 hunter bots killed a high value target bear on round 51, and it just killed the doppelgas too on accident. Okay, let me get out of here. This build is insane, by the way. Holy shit, round 51. Regardless though, I highly recommend you guys try this build out. It is a ton of fun and actually very effective. But regardless, thank you for watching. If you want to see more build videos like this in the future, then you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that typical YouTuber bullshit. You know how it goes. But I do have to say it because it helps me, a small channel, out a ton in the YouTube algorithm. So it helps me grow and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you for being here though, regardless, and I will see you in the next video.